Princess Princess and the P, isn't it? Yep. Versus Mitsurugi 1. So, Murray is playing Princess and the P. So, here we go. Let's see how it goes. So, Princess and the P, for those people who are out the loop now, is the new character. I like the backgrounds. Is the new character they revealed during the stream, which is part of the promo sets for Grimm and Wonderland. So, luckily, during the stream they were able to set up where they were able to pass over the images to the guys who do the TTS stuff, and they got it up like straight away. So kudos to the guys for like completely working on this. Right, so Alan's starting off with the form on Revoke. And we'll see how this goes. Not too bad. So build face down for the Revoke, build a TK, retreat to Arctica, and the other one's destruction of the Cyber Linkway. And there we'll see. So Shadow Slice has been reviewed. We'll see how this goes. So for this part here, it is the Princess and the P. Your first form, you reveal the top 4 cards of your deck and you place them in any order. So we know he's got a 6, we know he's got a 3, he's got another 6, and he's got a 5. That's pretty cool, actually. So this is definitely one of these characters, obviously with a low life, being at like 19 health or something like that. 18 health, sorry, like probably the lowest health character in the game, possibly, or one of the closest. So he's put the 3 to the very bottom, 4th down. He's putting the 5, potentially, no, is he? Oh. He's putting a 6, 3rd down. Then he's putting a 5, 2nd down, starting with a 6. So let's see how he does this. So, hitting out big with that. Oh my god. That's mental. So he goes with the Dragon's Tongue on a 7, checks the 6, taps out Princess and the P, and then he's going to do the first the first E. Oh man, that's brutal. That is brutal. So the first E in this is if this is the first card you played this turn, you destroy all assets and foundations, and no one hands can be played. Yada yada yada. Can't cancel the ability. So Adam in the stream saying Murray and those goddamn tongues. Aye. And Scott is saying what's his sleeves this time? It's mushy peas. Sadly, I can't highlight them as well. I don't think. If I can, I might be able to actually if I do it like this. Ah, there we go. Bachelor's mushy peas. Here we go. So back to Alan. Then he's going for a bit more of a rebuild. So playing the well light and see what else he can do. So at this point now, Alan has to do a bit more of a rebuild. Murray knows his next check will be a 5. So yeah, a fairly decent rebuild after just being absolutely nuked. Let's see if Murray lets him play UFS today. That be interesting. Well, he won't be able to do the same janky shit this time round because he'll be able to first form. He knows there's a 6, a 3, and a 5, or a 6 and a 3, I should say. And it's just a matter of what else he does now. So here we go. I mean, if he leaves that 6 on top, then we could probably expect to see maybe another Dragon's Tongue just for the absolute sheer memes. But we'll see. So he's putting the 5 4th down, putting the 3 3rd down, putting the 5 2nd down, and leaving the 6 on top, which really could become the meme if he has a second Dragon's Tongue in hand. This would be quite funny to see. Oh my god. So he checks the 6, commits Princess in the P. It's nuking the table again. That is aggressive. Okay. That's... This is mental. And obviously he's having to take the damage as well. So I mean, like, this could be a pretty... As long as Murray sees a 6, I mean, he could pretty much consistently see that, couldn't he? Man, let's see. So what's Alan doing? He's attempting to... rightio. So... Not bad. See what he does. So at this point, Alan's just emptying his hand as well. That's mental. So to answer your question, Adam, I don't believe Murray is intending to let somebody play UFS today. So it's back to Alan. Let's see. So at this point, Alan again. At this point, though, still, I think Alan's really does need to obviously just continue to build at this point and actually play the game. But there's two assets and a foundation and stops there. Now that's kind of rough because this is where Murray could start to get away with a build potentially, or just nuke the board again. There must be some janky stuff. So he's discarding the Infernal Soul Edge, draws a card, and then he's going to go for the first form. So he puts the 4 out, reveals them, puts them back in any order. So let's see what he does. Let's see what he gets. So he's got a 5, a 6, a 3, and a 3. Okay, he's running Deathlord Impalement. Right, that's a new one to see. Yeah, let's see. Okay, yeah. So we'll see what he does. So, let's see. What's he going to do? Because now he's got 2 3s into this stack that potentially mess with his turn if he actually goes into like more of an excessive turn than it is just to like nuke the board with another Dragon's Tongue if he had it. So we'll see what he goes for. Let's see. So he's probably going to put one of the, I would assume he's probably going to put one of the 3s on bottom unless he goes for a build turn and then just gets rid of them, but he'll also want to see them on the draws. So it's how many do you play. So he's actually putting the 6 on the very bottom. He's putting a 3 third from the bottom with the Nutcracker. Probably then doing the Deathlord Impalement next. More than likely. Because this looks as if he's probably going to want to... No. He's changing his mind. Obviously without knowing what's in his hand, this is completely subjective to what he wants to do. So he puts the 5, 3 from the bottom. Stacks the 2 3s on top for the first and second. So maybe going for a build turn where you can just get them out. Okay, well there comes. So he's going for a throw it down. And he checks the 3. So obviously he's doing the all enhance on it from the form. So the next card you play this turn. Sorry, if the next card you play this turn is an attack, it gets +1 speed, +3 damage. If it deals damage, you draw a card. So the other thing is the response on Princess and the Pea is actually after an action is played, draw 1 card and discard 1 card, just so everyone knows where the Curious Magnetism get discarded. So he's going in for a Nutcracker on a 5, on a 4, sorry, because throw it down doesn't count. So it is assigned the 1 speed, 3 damage. Alan at 17 life as well. I mean, this could be pretty harsh. So he's adding 1 card to the pool and he's going to draw a card. Which means that he's going to draw the Let's Cut Loose. If that was right, is it? Maybe? I can't remember what he stacked now. Check to 3. Drew 1, discarded 1. Can't for the life of me remember what he drew, but whatever the case is, he drew 1 card anyway. He's now done the +4 for it being male. He's going to give it an extra 2 damage and bring down the Burning with Revenge. So currently this is now at 13 damage. That's pretty nasty. He's going to EX3 it. And then response from Alan, he's using Archon Nirvana to cancel it. Oh my god, there's a punch in Judy. So on a 3, checks a punch, of all things to check. Checks a punch. So, tiny bit of me says this might be game for this first round. So he draws a card, discards a card. So at this point we now know he definitely has at least the Let's Cutlass. He adds from the punch, from the Judy I should say, he adds the punch. See what he does. So at this point now it's a 8 low, 13. So it's not lethal, but we now know he's got the punch in hand. So checking a 3. Passes. So I know I'm feeling the same, Adam. Actually, I've not actually built this character yet. She's on the list now. Only down to the fact that it's another Punch and Judy deck. So I've left it there now. But yeah, so she discards and draws one. Draws one, discards one. But yeah, as you say, it's like who needs foundations when you can do stuff like this. And then there's the Let's Cutlass that he picked up earlier. Needing what, a 4. Checks it. Removes, so he's going to get to draw 1 card from it, pick up, then I'm trying to think, what is it? So he's got to respond to draw 1, discard 1. Nice still to draw. That's my god. So now he's hitting in with a Demon Realm Awakening. So he's going to get +5 damage, and that's them both calling it there. Yeah, Let's Cut Loose equals 3 cards. Yep, that's pretty goddamn busted. It's quite nice to see. It's actually quite nice to see this character being played, Princess Peach, simply down to the fact that I've built Julia, and it's the exact same build basically. Like minus the sleeves. So I feel as if like a lot of people are probably going to see some of these kind of characters floating about for a wee while. Julia, I think you'll see float about quite a bit. You'll definitely see Princess and the P float about for a wee bit. Julia is also nuts with P and J. Yeah, totally. Yeah, he is. He's forgot one of his cards when they're removed. Don't know if I can see. Oh, it's his sideboard. That the cards at the side is his sideboard. Cool. So Murray Mulligan. So Alan's starting, doing the same again, going for the form. No worries, Scott. So going for the form, going into a Welly on a 2, goes for a loyal. What's that one again? Data Dog. Oh god, I've not seen that in a while. This is like the ultimate refreshers course as well, as like remembering what card names are from the images from a very skewed angle. So let's see what he does. So he's done the first form like he's been doing. So brings out the first 4, reveals them. So he's got a 5, a 3, a 3, and a 4. In it. Can't remember if that's actually is it? That is a 4. Oh my god. Never even played that card. That is a memory. Well, let's see what he does. So, obviously this time round he doesn't have the option to nuke the board, even if he did have a Dragon's Tongue in hand, because he'll not be able to pass the check. Unless he pulls out some Murray Magic and checks a 7 or something like that just out of nowhere. Would not shock me. We'll see what he does. Deliverance is a superb card. Get it played. Do you know, actually, it nearly made the cut for the Julia deck I was building, but I was already at like 16 actions and decided maybe 20 was too much, so it didn't make the cut. But totally, definitely it's a good card. It's a super draw. It's also, even as I'm saying, it's like a definite forgotten card. So we'll see what they're going to do. Let's see what he's going to pick. So he's putting the Nutcracker 4th down. The 4-check from Deliverance 3rd down. Maybe not. Maybe. Yep. Nope. Is it? You might reverse them maybe. Right, let's see. So he's going for the... Oh. So at this point, like, I think this is one of these characters where, like, obviously getting that supreme control of being able to stack 4 really comes down to, like, you have to do the proper accounting math at that point just to, like, do the perfect turn. So, okay. So we'll see what it does. More than likely. He's actually building. So he checks a 2. Or checks a 3 for a 2. Let's see what he does. So now he's got True Identity on the 2. He checks it out. He's got Never a Day on a 2. Checks it. And ends there. So now Alan has a wee bit of an option maybe to actually get a bit more of a aggressive swing in again. He's definitely got the foundations field to do it if he draws enough attacks. I'm actually wondering if he is stacking Mitsurugi's. That'd be quite interesting to find out. So let's see. Adam says, ran Deliverance in my Mad War deck for one of the weeklies. Saved my ass for a massive alpha swing 1 game. Yeah, no, it definitely is. It's solid. So he's going with a Purifying Thrust first. So I'm hoping that this angle on these cards still shows up when I do the editing for YouTube parts. Basically, it will get zoomed in a wee bit on YouTube to fit into the template. It should be fine. I'm hoping it's fine. So for those that don't know what this card's going to be doing, it's got a stun 1, it's got an enhance on a 5-check. You may add 1 copy of Purifying Thrust from your discard pile to your staging area face down committed. If you did, it gets +2 damage, and it's got a 5-check just to get 3 damage. So he does the 5-check for the 3 damage. Let's see what else he's going to do, with obviously Mitsurugi having some stuff to do. Can do 5 checks to give another stun 1, can do a 5-check to give it 3 damage. It's got enough stuff. No, Adam, I'll probably keep the commentary as it is. I can't really cut up the video as easily without it being like a bit messy, so I'll probably just leave it as the full kind of stream. Just put it onto YouTube basically like a week later kind of material. If I get games during the week and stuff like that done though, and get like people who want to record games and stuff like that, then yeah, I'll probably be able to cut them up a bit better and maybe redo commentaries and stuff over the tops and stuff like that. But it's up to other people. So he's done the adding a Purifying Thrust to staging area committed on that 5-check. But that's up to anybody that wants any help on the channel. So he's gave it extra damage. Let's see what else he can do. Pretty solid. And obviously had the 2 iterations of stun. He's done 1 of them. Well, he might have the 2nd iteration of stun if he does it, but he's definitely done the stun 1 from the base card. And then Murray then sends him all the first time. Then he's gave it stun 1, and that's the 2nd stun there. Yep. So more damage from Mitsurugi on the 5-check. I actually forgot how many like 5-checks you can hit the Mitsurugi's got. That's actually pretty solid. So you can definitely put through some damage going to the block step. Oh, yep. Let's see what he gets. So the speed was a 4. So checks a 5 to pass. And now Alan's continuing with a Shiai Ryu Kan. So it's got a combo attack, so the combo enhance you'll be able to do it at some point, which is you add 1 card from your discard pile to the top of your deck. This attack gets +3 speed or +3 damage. So he's added a 5 to the top. That was the Sense of Morals popping to try and ready up one of the foundation. So he's going to check when he checks the 5, he checks Temper, and then I'm pretty sure it's got the disc. So after you check this card during the enhanced step, you actually get +2 or gain stun 2. So more than likely I'll go for the stun 2, yeah. and just try and lock out the field and do some extra damage now. Because he's got enough iterations for damage if he checks well enough. Yeah, another 3 damage. So pretty solid stuff. Because it's better that he gave the stun too than he was to rely on the check to get the other stun in there. And he completely taps out Murray. Let's see what it does. Pretty solid. Once we're done. Yeah, so he's double damage, so he does the once per turn on Mitsurugi. So if this attack's damage is at least double its printed, you change it to low and your opponent discards a card. Yeah, might be better. So this will be quite interesting. So he's going for another one after Murray took that damage. So the real question is, does he know if he can do the damage? It would assume he could be able to do some, but he's going to let it fail. So was that 4? He'd had to committed it for it. So yeah, so it lets it fail. So here's probably Murray's return to either swing a bit, build a bit maybe. He might even be able to see, once he does his form, he might actually be able to see if he can just nuke the board again. He might be lucky and be holding another one. So he's got a 5, a 5, a 5 and a 3. So it'll just come down to what he's wanting played out. So he's putting Curious on the 4th down. I missed that one. Right, yeah, Dragon's turn. Checks a 5. Commits and blows up the board. So we definitely seen that this last game, or the last round at least, we definitely seen that this strategy seems to work. Obviously it gets a wee bit of damage in there. Alan, depending on what he then draws, has to then try and rebuild. Alan definitely can't swing without a wee couple of few foundations in the play. So he's checking a TK Mastery. I wonder what he's got in hand then. I mean, there's a high chance he just goes mental and checks a 5 with these like Purifying Thrust. Maybe tries to squash out the game, but that's like a risky play. That's like a corner play. Not advised. So he's going with a Spear Ryu on a 4. So he does check it. So for everybody, you look at the top card of your deck, you may discard it or add it to the card pool face up in any order. Now the flaw is we don't get to see it because it's obviously it's just the player gets to look at it, so it's a bit rough for us. But if he's leaving it on top, chances are it's a 5. So he can't do the combo, but he's going to have the options with Mitsurugi. We'll see what he does. Yep, so he checks a 5. Now it's interesting to see if he's going for if he puts in the damage. If he puts it, obviously it'll just be the damage, and then checking another attack away. I wonder if that's maybe just to clear it out. Maybe. I wonder. This will be quite interesting. So Murray takes the hit, and then he comes in with the Takeda's Kunai on a 5. Checks it. So this is quite interesting now, because now we've got the combo enhance. Will get +2 damage to stun 1, so he gets the +2 damage, with him having then the option to then hopefully get the extra damage in. So he checks a 5, so it's going to get the extra damage. It's going to check a 5. So it's going to EX it. First 2 speed. And that. So it's that 5, 6, 7, 8. What's Murray on? 6. So he makes Murray discard a card because the damage is double from Mitsurugi. So Murray has a block for the occasion. No, he's going for a draw. Sorry, my bad. So he's going to. Is he going to draw? Yeah. Before the damage step, reduce the attack's damage to 4. No, I think, but he also gets to then respond with the princess and the P. Yeah, that's just it. Deliverance with the save, just as we were talking about it as well. So he takes the 4 damage. That's a absolute clutch play. Because at this point, I doubt Alan will swing again. But it's also at the same time he probably has to build. Oh, he is swinging. What's that on a 6? Then taps Mitsurugi. My God, that's some risky stuff. He's been watching too many of my gameplays, guys. This is pure psychotic plays. So he's obviously got the extra damage and the stun 1. And it's just literally a matter of, does Murray have... Oh, he's got a Demon Realm. He's going to give that, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, -4 damage. Oofed. -4 damage on that. This is some clutch plays. See what he draws. Let's cylinder. This is now super clutch plays. Because at this point now it's like not doing any damage, is it? It should be doing some damage. Nah, it does 1. Yeah, the dice was right. So he builds for Mother Russia. Has 3 attacks, all of which did damage. If he's built it similar, the way he looks as if he's built his Princess Napi looks so similar to my Julia, where I genuinely wouldn't be shocked if he's running 20 actions. I mean, I was running 16, and I only made the cut because I didn't really like the 4-check, but it would not shock me. Because what's that? He's got Deliverance, he's got Demon Realms, he's got Let's Cut Loose, he's got Punch and Judy. That's 5 alone. So yeah, would not be shocked if there's 20 blue cards in that deck. Wouldn't be shocked if there was more. Let's see. So he's got a 5, he's got a 6, a 6, and a 3. So be curious to see what he can do. At this point, let's see. Alan's at 21 health. This will be quite interesting to see what he does with this. More than likely, this would be because he can't even afford just to nuke the board anymore. Because he's only getting rid of 1 foundation from Alan, and at the end of the day, Alan just did a absolute swing using corner logic. So I'd be kind of worried if he just tries and does it again. So we'll see what he does. I think they're just looking at what's Mother Russia do. Destroy, return this as printed speed. Yeah, commit after your opponent adds 1 or more cards to the hand due to a non-character effect. They add 1 card. Okay. So Mother Russia might not trigger as often. I'll be quite curious to see what happens there. So Murray's still electing to see what he's stacking and how he's stacking. So he's stacking the 6 on. He's stacking the Let's Cut Loose on bottom on 4th down. Putting a Judy third down, putting the 3 second down, leaving him with the 5 check from the Never Day Without Training on top. So this will be interesting. Now, the 21 life, like we know, definitely can do that kind of damage. So here comes in with Nutcracker, checks the 5. So he's adding Burning Revenge up to the pool. He's going to draw a card. So he's drew the Judy. So we know he's got a Judy in hand. The next card in is the Let's Cut Loose. This will be quite interesting. So he's probably more than likely going to, if he's not getting anything else to do, he's going to build that first. So he brings that down, gives it 2 damage to the Nutcracker. So Nutcracker now at 6 damage currently, 4 low 6. Gives it 4 damage for Mitsurugi being a dude. So it's now 4 low 10. I wonder. So I think he's hovering over the idea of EX in it, which he does, because it'll force Alan to pop for Mother Russia. So I think they're worrying it. I think this is the worry point. So at this point, Alan has the option where he could pop for Mother Russia, destroying it to return it back to its printed, making it blockable again, depending on what's in his hand. But then again, might not have the right cards in hand. So let's see. So I think he just takes the damage. So now Murray goes for the Scarlet Meteor, checks the 6, which he knew he was going to check. So he's destroying Burning Revenge, the face down foundation. He's going to build a new foundation. Can't remember if he's seen a true identity yet, maybe. Let's see. Oh, right, yeah, because he can build assets as well. So this will be quite clutch. So he's got the I always forget the name of this card again. It is the Psychic Spirit Glass. So Psychic Spirit Glass has got a form where your opponent reveals his hand and you can pick a card in the hand and they're not allowed to play it for the rest of the turn. So he's going to have to go through with this attack first, but at the same time he'll also be able to potentially lock out the next block. Yep, so he reveals his hand. So Alan has 2 high blocks and a mid block, sorry, with Graceful Rogue, and a high block with Wearlight, both 3s. So I'm kind of interested to see what Murray goes and does now. Plays Deathlord Impalement on what that would be a 7, 5, or Desperation, isn't it? So on a 6. He knows he's checking Let's Cut Loose. Now that's pretty solid. So I'm assuming. So let's see what it does. So I think that's just game, isn't it?